There comes a time in every man's life when he has to stand up, face his struggles, and take responsibility for his future. No more excuses. No more blaming the past. No more waiting for someone to come save you. It's time to man up. Nobody's coming to fix your problems. You made the choices that got you here, and only you can make the choices that get you out. Every single decision you've made, big or small, has led you to this moment. If you don't like where you are, it's on you to change it. Sitting around waiting for things to magically improve is a waste of time. Too many men spend their lives blaming their parents, their upbringing, their job, or their circumstances. Listen, life ain't fair, and it never will be. But fair or not, you are still responsible for what happens next. The moment you accept that truth, you take back your power. Excuses are a form of self-betrayal. Every time you tell yourself, I can't because of this or I would, but that, you're permitting yourself to fail. The only way to win is to take full accountability. Nobody owes you anything, so stop expecting handouts. When you own your life, you stop letting other people's opinions control you. You stop waiting for approval. You start moving with purpose, and you stop second-guessing yourself. Confidence doesn't come from other people. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you are in control. Accountability isn't about blaming yourself. It's about understanding that you always have a choice. If you're broke, you can make more money. If you're out of shape, you can work out. If you're stuck in a bad situation, you can walk away. The power is always in your hands. The problem is that most men don't want the responsibility that comes with power. They want the rewards, but not the discipline. They want the success, but not the sacrifice. You can't have it both ways. Either you step up and handle your business, or you sit on the sidelines and watch other men build the life you wish you had. From this moment forward, no more pointing fingers, no more waiting for the perfect time. No more wishing life was different. Own your life, own your choices, and own the results. Life is tough. It's not supposed to be easy. You don't get to whine and complain when things don't go your way. You don't get to break down every time life gets a little rough. Tough times create tough men, and weak times create soft men. Which one are you going to be? Soft men let emotions run their lives. They complain about everything but never do anything to fix their problems. They expect the world to cater to them, and when it doesn't, they crumble. That is not how you win. If you want respect, if you want success, if you want to feel like a man, you have to develop a thick skin. Being tough doesn't mean being heartless. It means having the strength to handle life's punches. It means being able to stand in the fire without running away. It means knowing that no matter how hard life hits, you can take it, shake it off, and keep moving forward. Look around you. We live in a world that encourages weakness. Society tells men it's okay to be passive, to complain, and to expect things without putting in work. But let me tell you something, if you buy into that, you will never build anything meaningful. You will never be respected. You will never reach your full potential. Men who succeed in life aren't the ones who cry about how unfair things are. They're the ones who take action. They don't complain about what they don't have. They figure out how to get it. They don't waste energy on things they can't control. They focus on what they can control. That is what separates winners from losers. If you want to be strong, you have to embrace hardship. You have to be willing to struggle. You have to be willing to push through when everything in you wants to quit. Strength isn't given, it's built. And it's built in the fire of adversity. From this day forward, stop making excuses. Stop looking for an easy way out. Stop waiting for someone to make life comfortable for you. Toughen up, step up, and handle your business. Motivation is a lie. It comes and goes. Some days you'll wake up fired up, ready to go. On other days, you won't even want to get out of bed. If you rely on motivation, you will fail. If you rely on discipline, you will win. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. It means sticking to your routine even when you're tired, even when you're frustrated, even when nothing seems to be working. It means showing up when you don't want to. Weak men wait until they feel like it. Strong men do it anyway. The gym, your business, your goals, none of them care about your feelings. The results come to the consistent man, not the man who only works when he's inspired. People ask, how do I stay motivated? That's the wrong question. The right question is, how do I build discipline? The answer, set a schedule, stick to it, no matter what. No excuses, no exceptions. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets stronger the more you use it. The first few weeks are hard, you'll want to quit. Your mind will try to trick you into taking it easy. But if you push through, if you refuse to quit, discipline becomes second nature. Most men are inconsistent because they don't have a system. They just wake up and hope they feel productive. That's a losing strategy. Winners have structure. Winners have non-negotiables. Winners don't wait until they're in the mood they do it because it has to be done. A disciplined man doesn't need motivation because his actions are automatic. He's not debating with himself. He's not negotiating. He's already made the decision. That's the mindset that builds champions. A real man doesn't follow the crowd, he sets the standard. Too many men waste their lives trying to fit in, trying to impress people who don't even care about them. You weren't put on this earth to be like everybody else. You weren't meant to blend in. You were meant to lead, to stand tall, to set the example for others. Being a leader doesn't mean being the loudest in the room. It doesn't mean forcing people to listen to you. It means having a vision, knowing what you stand for, and moving with confidence. People respect a man who knows where he's going. They don't respect a man who follows every trend, every opinion, every new idea just to fit in. Most men are followers because it's easier. It's easier to let someone else make the decisions. It's easier to just go along with what everyone else is doing. But let me tell you something, easy never builds greatness. Easy never creates success. If you want to be a real man, you have to make your path, even when it's uncomfortable. Leadership starts with self-respect. If you don't respect yourself, nobody else will. That means standing by your principles no matter what. That means refusing to compromise your values just to be liked. That means being okay with standing alone if it means standing for the right things. Leaders don't seek approval, they seek results. Stop worrying about what people think of you. Stop trying to please everyone. The moment you stop looking for validation is the moment you become unstoppable. You have to be willing to do what's right, even when it's unpopular. The world needs more strong men. Men who take responsibility, who protect, who build, who lead. If you don't step up, somebody weaker will take your place and you'll be forced to follow. That's the reality. You either take control of your life or someone else will. Start leading in your own life first. Lead yourself before you try to lead others. Discipline yourself, build yourself, strengthen yourself. Once you do that, people will naturally follow you, not because you told them to, but because they respect the man you've become. You can feel things, but you can't let emotions make your decisions. Weak men react, strong men respond. If you want to be in control of your life, you have to learn to be in control of yourself first. Anger, frustration, sadness, they're all part of life. But a man who lets his emotions control him is a man who is constantly at the mercy of his surroundings. If you get mad every time something doesn't go your way, you'll always be a victim. If you lose control every time life gets tough, you'll always be weak. Emotional discipline is what separates strong men from weak men. A strong man doesn't let a bad day ruin his focus. He doesn't let negativity shake his confidence. He doesn't let petty problems pull him off course. He stays steady no matter what. If someone disrespects you, you don't react, you assess. If life throws you a curveball, you don't panic, you adjust. If things aren't going your way, you don't throw a fit, you figure out a solution. That's what control looks like. That's what being a man looks like. Most men have never learned how to master their emotions because nobody ever taught them. Society tells you to express yourself and let it all out. But let me tell you something, real strength is found in control. It's found in keeping your head when everyone else is losing theirs. You can be passionate without being reckless. You can be intense without being unstable. The key is knowing when to act and when to hold back. A man who has full control over himself is a man who can control his future. Start training yourself to be calm in chaos. Start practicing patience when things go wrong. Start learning how to think before you react, because the man who controls his emotions controls his destiny. You either have results or you have excuses. You can't have both. Every time you make an excuse, you're permitting yourself to fail. The difference between winners and losers is simple. Winners find a way, and losers find an excuse. Excuses are a disease. They infect your mind, your confidence, your work ethic. They make you believe that your circumstances are stronger than your willpower. But that's a lie. Every single person who has ever succeeded in life had reasons to quit, but they didn't. You don't have enough time, make time. You don't have enough money, find a way to make more. You don't have the right connections, build them. Every problem has a solution if you're willing to do the work. But if you keep making excuses, you'll never move forward. Men who make excuses are men who stay stuck. They look at life and say, I wish things were different. Men who win look at life and say, I'm going to make things different. That's the mindset shift you need. Stop blaming other people. Stop blaming your past. Stop blaming bad luck. The moment you take full ownership of your situation, everything changes. Because when you stop making excuses, you start making progress. If you don't like where you are, do something about it. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to hand you a better life. You have to get up, put in the work, and make it happen. No more I can't. No more it's too hard. No more maybe later. From this day forward, let I will replace I can't. Let I figure it out, replace I don't know how. Let I'm going to make it happen, replace I don't have the right circumstances, because a man who refuses to make excuses is a man who can't be stopped. A man who can't provide is a man who will always feel weak inside. You don't have to be rich, but you do have to be responsible. Money isn't about flexing, it's about freedom, power, and security. If you don't take control of your finances, someone else will. Too many men are out here spending money they don't have to impress people who don't care, buying things they can't afford just to look successful. That's not how real men operate. A real man knows that money is a tool, and he uses it wisely. Step one, stop wasting money. Stop buying things that don't matter. Stop spending money on entertainment when your bills aren't paid. Stop acting like money grows on trees when you haven't put in the work to earn it. Step 2, start making money. Find a skill, develop it, and monetize it. You don't need a fancy degree to get ahead. You need hustle, a work ethic, and a mindset that refuses to settle for being broke. If one source of income isn't enough, find another one. Step 3, learn how to manage your money. Budget, save, invest. If you don't know how to handle money, it will always slip through your fingers. The fastest way to stay broke is to spend everything you earn. A real man knows how to build and protect his financial future. Step 4, build wealth, not just income. Making money is one thing. Keeping and growing money is another. Who don't just work for money, make money work for you. Invest in assets. Build something that lasts. If you don't respect money, it won't respect you. If you don't control your money, it will control you. A financially disciplined man is a free man. And freedom is what every man should be fighting for. Your body is the only home you have to live in. You can have all the money, all the success, all the power in the world, but if your body is weak, sick, or broken, none of it matters. A real man takes care of himself. He doesn't let himself fall apart. Too many men are walking around tired, overweight, out of shape, and weak. Not because they have to be, but because they choose to be. They choose comfort over discipline. They choose laziness over strength. They choose pleasure over purpose. And then they wonder why they have no energy, no confidence, no drive. Your body reflects your mindset. If you're disciplined with your body, you're disciplined in life. If you can control what you eat, how you train, how you rest, you can control your focus, your emotions, your work ethic. Physical strength builds mental strength. Start working out. It doesn't matter where you start, just start. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to be an athlete. But you do have to be strong. Strength isn't just about muscles, it's about endurance, resilience, and self-respect. Fix your diet. Stop eating junk. Stop drinking yourself into a coma. Stop poisoning your body with things that make you weak. Food isn't just about taste, it's about fuel. What you put in your body determines how you perform, how you think, how you live. Prioritize sleep and recovery. A tired man is a weak man. A strong man knows when to push and when to rest. He knows that sleep isn't laziness, it's part of the process. You can't be at your best if you're running on empty. Your health is your responsibility. Nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody's going to force you to get in shape. You have to decide to take care of yourself, because when you do, everything else in your life gets better. A weak man lives for a woman's approval. A strong man doesn't chase, he attracts. Too many men are out here begging for attention, trying to impress women who don't even respect them. That's not how a man moves. You don't need a woman to validate you. You don't need her to tell you you're enough. You don't need her to complete you. A real man is already whole. He builds himself up first. He handles his business. He becomes valuable. And then the right woman comes as a byproduct of his success. Women respect men who respect themselves. If you're always desperate, always chasing, always trying to please, they'll walk all over you. But if you stand firm, if you focus on your purpose, if you operate with confidence, they'll come to you. Stop making women the center of your life. Stop rearranging your plans just to fit into hers. Stop thinking that a relationship is the goal. The goal is to build a life so strong that the right woman wants to be a part of it. Confidence isn't about arrogance, it's about knowing your worth. If a woman disrespects you, walk away. She plays games, let her go. She doesn't see your value, don't argue, just keep moving. A real man never begs for a woman's time, attention, or love. Build yourself, and the right people, women included, will naturally be drawn to you. Stop looking for external validation. Stop thinking love is the answer to all your problems. The answer is you becoming the best version of yourself. A king doesn't beg for attention, he commands respect. And that respect starts with how you carry yourself, how you prioritize your life, and how you refuse to settle for less than you deserve. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. If you rely on motivation to get things done, you'll always be inconsistent. A real man doesn't wait to feel like doing something, he does it because it needs to be done. Motivation is that spark that gets you started, but discipline is the engine that keeps you going. If you only work hard when you feel inspired, you'll never achieve anything great. You have to be the kind of man who gets up and grinds, even when he doesn't feel like it. Discipline means doing what's necessary, not what's comfortable. It means waking up early, even when you're tired. It means hitting the gym, even when you don't want to. It means working on your goals, even when you feel like quitting. Your future isn't built on how you feel, it's built on what you do every single day. Successful men don't rely on moods, emotions, or bursts of energy. They rely on habits, routines, and discipline. They train themselves to keep pushing forward no matter what. Discipline builds character. It strengthens your willpower. It teaches you that success isn't about luck, it's about consistency. You don't get results overnight. You get results by showing up day after day and putting in the work. If you want to be a man who wins in life, you have to master discipline. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop making excuses. Stop depending on motivation. Commit to doing what needs to be done. And watch how your life changes. The difference between the men who succeed and the men who fail, discipline. That's it. And the best part, it's something you can train, something you can develop. So start today and never stop. Your mindset determines your future. A weak mindset leads to a weak life. A strong mindset creates a strong man. If you want to win, you have to start thinking like a winner. Winners don't think in terms of if they think in terms of win. They don't sit around hoping for success, they expect it. They know that if they put in the work, the results will follow. That's the level of confidence you need to develop. Doubt, fear, negativity, they all come from the wrong mindset. If you let those thoughts control you, you'll always play small. But if you train your mind to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and obstacles as stepping stones, nothing can stop you. A winning mindset is built through experience. You don't just wake up with it, you develop it by facing hardships, taking risks, and pushing through tough times. Every time you overcome something difficult, you become stronger. Every time you refuse to quit, you build resilience. Your thoughts shape your reality. If you believe you're not good enough, you won't be. If you believe you can't win, you won't. But if you start seeing yourself as powerful, capable, and destined for greatness, that belief will turn into reality. Surround yourself with winners. Cut off negativity. Read, learn, grow. Develop mental toughness. Train your mind the same way you train your body. Because if you can control your mindset, you can control your future. Your mind is your greatest weapon. Sharpen it. Strengthen it. Use it to build the life you want. Because once you develop a winning mindset, nothing in this world can hold you back. Average is easy. The average is comfortable. But average never built anything great. If you're okay with being like everybody else, you'll never stand out, never succeed, never reach your full potential. A real man refuses to be mediocre. Look around you, most people settle. They settle for jobs they hate, relationships that drain them, and lives they never truly wanted. They give up on their dreams because it's easier to stay where they are than to push for more. Don't let that be you. You have one life, one shot, one opportunity to make something of yourself. Why waste it being average? Why waste it living below your potential? Why accept less when you could have more? The only thing stopping you from living an extraordinary life is you, your mindset, your choices, your effort. The moment you decide you won't settle for anything less than greatness, everything changes. Raise your standards. Push yourself harder. Expect more from yourself. Stop being okay with good enough and start demanding excellence from yourself. You weren't born to be average. You were born to be great. But greatness doesn't happen by accident, it happens by choice. So make that choice today and never look back. At the end of the day, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to hand you success, discipline, confidence, or strength. If you want it, you have to take it. If you want to be a man who commands respect, who stands tall, who builds a life he's proud, he'd have to earn it. No more waiting, no more excuses, no more looking for shortcuts. It's time to man up. Everything you need is already inside you. You've got the ability, you've got the power. But it doesn't mean anything if you don't use it. You can't just sit around thinking about the life you want. You have to get up and go after it. Because life doesn't reward the weak, the hesitant, or the uncommitted. It rewards the ones who show up, day after day, ready to fight for what they deserve. Pain is going to come. Struggle is going to come. There will be moments when you want to quit, when you feel like the odds are stacked against you. But that's the test. That's where most men break. That's where most men give up and go back to living small. But not you. Not anymore. You don't run from challenges, you face them. You don't let fear control you, you push through it. Because a real man doesn't fold under pressure, he rises to it. It's time to stop talking and start doing. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop blaming your past, your circumstances, or anyone else for where you are. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is action. The moment you decide to take control, to stop settling, to demand more from yourself, that's the moment your life changes forever. No more half-stepping. No more playing it safe. No more being average. Step up. Be the leader of your own life. Build yourself, respect yourself, and move like a man who knows his worth. Because when you do that, everything in your life will fall into place.